What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I decided to share with you guys my night routine for all of my reptiles. Now, most of my reptiles right now, since it's about 8 p.m., the lights are gonna be starting to turn off. But that means all of my nocturnal creatures are gonna come out, and this is around the time when I interact with them and I feed them, and I figured I'll put this video together and show you guys my night routine for my reptiles. Now, before we get into this video, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Hydra Constrictors for sending us 2 shirts, one for me, one for my brother. This is the back of it. I'll put their links in the description down below because I honestly think it's pretty awesome when you guys send me anything. If you do want to send me something, I also have my P.O Box in the description down below. You know, send me anything and I'll give you guys a shout out in this video, or maybe not in this video, but in a future video. So I think it's really dope. I really like the t-shirt, so thank you for sending, and thank you for the love and support. But with that being said, let's get started with this video. But before we go, you know, we gotta zoom in, you know, like, ooh, man, did you guys see this? Like, check this out, look at this. Whoa, man, I got some conditioner in my hair right now to make it look nice and shiny and wet. Like, damn, man. You know, if my future wife is watching, like, what's up, girl? We could do our hair together and everything, man. What am I doing? Oh my goodness, man, it's super late right now. I shouldn't even be making this video. But honestly, you know, I'm gonna have fun recording this video because I love my reptiles, especially my nocturnal reptiles. So with that being said, let's get started with this video. Let's go.
Why you check static till we roll up? I got all these women loving me like I am so sad. Talking with your chest now, little chick, you better hold up. Told her hit my jacket when she hit me, told her hold up. I just want somebody, to treat me like somebody, and not like anybody, All you gotta do is love me for me. I just want somebody, to treat me like somebody, and not like anybody, All you gotta do is love me for me. I just want somebody, to treat me like somebody, You wanna tell, you better call me. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta stop.
Oh my goodness. Look at where my Amazon tree boa basically sleeps. Are you serious, dude? Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, so usually at nighttime, I try to feed my snakes, well, at least like these Amazon tree boas and my green tree python, because they tend to be a little bit more active during the night. So right now what I'm going to try to do is feed this little guy inside of this like PVC tube that I made for him, but he decided to make it his home. He has all of this enclosure and he decides the smallest, tightest little tiny place to basically go in. So I'm going to try to feed him something small, so wish me luck. Alright, so this right here is going to be the very first night creature that we try to feed. I have this little tiny pinky that I'm going to try to basically squeeze in here, and hopefully the scent of the pinky is going to draw him out. But I really hope that he basically comes out. Oh, I could hear him hiss. But hopefully she comes out. Oh no, she's not happy at all, but... Okay, oh my goodness, her head is coming out. She's coming out. Holy snap, that scared me. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. Hi. Ow! Ow, my finger! What in the world is getting into you, girl? Alright, so as you can see, she is basically in that striking position. But I'm gonna try to feed her. Hopefully the camera could pick this up, but here you go, girl. I know you're hungry. Are you hungry? Yes! So she is out of here. She's literally hanging outside of the enclosure. Hopefully she doesn't fall out. But as you can see, she took it, so she's really hungry. But I want to place her back inside of the enclosure. That way she doesn't fall out. Come on, girl. Go back in. Go back in. What in the world, man? Like, why are you so complicated? Like, why can't you eat like a normal snake? You gotta be in the tube and everything. Like, damn, man. This is what I have to put up with at night. But as you can see, she's on the ground, basically feasting on this rodent. which is pretty awesome. She's eating it straight away. Usually I would give her something a little bit bigger, but this would have to do for now. Now, something that I do sometimes at night is actually top the water bowl for my ball pythons with nice cold water. Now, ball pythons tend to be a little bit more active at night, so this will give them their fresh water. Usually if the water bowl is running a little bit low, I'm gonna basically fill it up. But for the rest of my reptiles, like my lizards and my other reptiles like geckos, I don't really change the water bowl unless I really have to. You know, in the morning I would tend to do all of that, but sometimes I do it at night. That way I could you know, take a little time in the morning to get ready, to do other things, and they could get some fresh water when they wake up. Oh my goodness, check out how beautiful this snake is. Super gorgeous. But as you can see, just topping up the water a little bit, like up to the rim, and that's just some nice cold water that this little snake could basically drink. Add a little bit of water for this one, just a little bit of water, you know, just for the Mr. Snake. Basically that's what I would do. I would top the water for all of my ball pythons. But yeah, okay, so oh my goodness, calm down. So right, oh my god, calm down, little dude. So right here we have a hognose that I'm currently still pet sitting, and it's still, you know, a little bit upset now. I usually feed it in the daytime, but I'm gonna try feeding it at night, and hopefully it would actually eat. Like, you're not a cobra, dude, or girl. Like, chill. I know you're hungry though. Yes, she took it. Now, these guys, they eat like some mad, you know, snakes. I've never, you know, owned a hognose, so pet sitting one is really cool because, you know, I'm used to my snakes constricting their prey, but this guy or this little girl is just eating it just straight away. Doesn't constrict it, just starts munching right on it, and that is honestly crazy to me, that, you know, they have no fear of like basically chewing it away. This is just crazy. Now, as you can see, we have my Savannah monitor, and it is nighttime, and what I like to do sometimes at night is basically just go and spray the enclosure down. You know, this guy does have a fogger, as well as, you know, I also wet the Eco Earth, like I soak it really good. But these guys need a lot of humidity, and at nighttime I like to provide with just a very light mist. And this guy is so curious of the camera. He's like, wait, what are you recording? What are you recording, dude? But I like to provide a very light mist all over the enclosure. That way when it wakes up, you know, the humidity starts to pick up because of the heat bulb. It starts to warm up the enclosure, and as right now he is just getting all dirty, but it's all good because he is gonna be going to sleep like in about an hour or so, and he's just like, dude, what are you doing, man? You do this every single time, man. You don't have to wet my enclosure. Like, my belly, everything's getting wet. But he tends to like it. Even though right now he's like, what are you doing, dude? But he kind of likes this part because he gets to like kind of clean himself off. As you can see, he's like rubbing his face on the log and everything. Just watch him. He's like, yeah, I'm taking a bath. I'm taking a bath, Dad. Yeah. I honestly love this guy. If you guys never owned a Savannah monitor, you guys are like honestly missing out. These guys are honestly truly amazing, but you definitely need to do your research and be prepared. But I really love this guy because he's always active, and as you can see, he was just cleaning his face because of the wet spray that I'm spraying him. With that being said, what I do at nighttime is actually spray down his enclosure just a very little tiny bit. That way in the morning when the heat starts to pick up, it does have some nice heat and humidity throughout the enclosure. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm currently still pet sitting, and as you can see, we have some tarantulas here. We actually have a Metallica and a Regalis just chilling here, but these guys are honestly super cool. They are getting a lot bigger. Like, if you guys watched the pet sitting video that I did, you know, a couple weeks ago, you guys will see that they were a lot smaller. So these guys are a lot bigger now. Like check out that belly right there. Like, damn, man. Like, you're huge. Like, that right there is my thumb, and that's it next to it. So these guys are doing super well. As you can see, like, geez Louise, this guy is huge. Now, you know, there's so many different types of tarantulas that I'm taking care of. But right now with these guys, what I tend to do at nighttime, not all the nights, is that I would go in there and I would spray it down. But it is going to be feeding for them tomorrow, so I really don't want to bug them and basically spray down their enclosure and mess around with them too much and get them all stressed out. So I'm going to skip on the spraying for today, and then tomorrow I'm going to attempt to feed, and then I'm going to let them basically eat on their own, and then once they eat, I'll spray down their enclosure. But this is honestly some beautiful tarantulas right there. Such gorgeous tarantulas, and when these guys get big, it's gonna be super impressive. So there is other tarantulas that I could show you guys, like the versicolored, and you know, there's so many other different kinds, as well as my tarantulas like the pink toad and also the Goliath bird eater. But I guess I would save that for another video, because you know, today I don't really have to do much for them. But for now, what I'm gonna do is basically spray down their basically enclosure and get it nice and humid. And you can probably see them moving around right now underneath all of that. And what I tend to do sometimes, well, not sometimes, but what I tend to do around this time is actually throw a little bit of little tiny crickets in there and let them go crazy for them. You know, these guys are really, really cool. And the fact that they're World Star famous makes it even more cool. So that right there is my scorpions. Okay, so something that I do almost every other night is basically give my feeder insects some veggies. Now this right here happens to be some leftover veggies from earlier today. And what I like to do is actually use this. Instead of throwing it away, what I do is basically give it to my insects. Now, these right here would probably be gone by in the morning. And you know, this is what I mean by gut loading your feeder insects. Even though right now I'm actually running low on my super worms and I actually don't have any crickets. I'm gonna be picking some up this weekend. But what I tend to do is actually give my feeder insects veggies, the same veggies that I would give my bearded dragons or any of my other reptiles. These guys will basically munch on it and will eat away on it. You know, carrots are really good for super worms, but for now I'm going to be using this leftover veggies that I basically gave my bearded dragons earlier today. And these guys are going to eat it and get their stomach filled up with nutrients that later my bearded dragons are going to basically eat. So it definitely, you know, it's a good idea to save those leftover veggies instead of throwing it away or letting it go bad. Give it to your feeder insects and let them enjoy and basically feast on it. That way they're full of nutrients. So something else that I do at nighttime is actually feed this lychee here that I'm actually still pet sitting, which is pretty cool because you know, I've been taking care of this lychee for quite some time now, and I feel like I got a pretty good bond. But this little guy or girl, I'm pretty sure it's a female, but basically she does not eat on her own. So what I have here is a mixture of Repashy of her two favorite kind, I believe. So what I would normally do is basically get some Repashy on this like metal tiny little spoon, and I'll just place it right on the mouth. Now she's not gonna like it, but hopefully she cooperates and basically eats. Now I do have to assist feed her like this. I honestly don't know why she doesn't eat on her own, but this is what the owner told me to basically do. So almost every single night, whenever she's hungry, which is mostly every single night, I would go in there and I'll give her some Repashy, and she's been getting a lot bigger, which is amazing because these guys are honestly super cool. If you guys have never held or been around a lychee, I highly recommend you guys go to your local reptile expo or find a local breeder that has a lychee and just basically hang around with it. They're super cool, especially when they're full grown. But right now this little girl is just enjoying her Repashy.
She's like looking at the camera like, hey, what's up, man? You good, man? Yeah, you better subscribe to the channel. Yeah. But it's definitely a fun process to basically see this lychee eat, because for me, I kind of enjoy it. It's almost like feeding a little baby, and I kind of feel like the dad of this lychee of feeding it, even though it gets Repashy all over me, but it's all good. At the end of the day, this lychee hopefully gets huge, because I want a big lychee. Like, I want to see a big one. What I would tend to do is basically go through this Repashy and basically feed this lychee little by little, and it usually takes about half an hour to do something like this, or a little bit more. But I honestly love this lychee. Like, honestly, just check out the coloration on the lychee. This one is such a beautiful reptile. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your dream reptile? Is it a lychee or is it something else? Let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to read it. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, all of the lights inside of my reptile room have basically turned off. So right now is a perfect time to spy on my daytime reptiles. So let's go. Oh my goodness, we're spying on some reptiles at night. Oh my goodness, okay, this right here happens to be BB. As you can see, she has woken up. She's like, hey, don't shine that light at me. But she's basically gonna go to sleep. She's right now in that position. We also have my zero bearded dragon. We have my zero bearded dragon just chilling there like, hey man, I'm trying to get some sleep. I want to see what Wilbur's doing. Wilbur, where are you? Oh, hey, hello crazy. There he does, Wilbur. Of course he's not sleeping. This guy is like a crazy one that doesn't sleep. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, he looked back. He's like, what you talking about me? Huh, punk? You talking about me? Oh my goodness. What is the next reptile? Oh snap. It's a green tree python. But these guys usually come out at night, but it's still pretty cool to look at. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have so many tiny little tiny spiders. We got little tiny spiders. We got some, spiders at the back over there, just chilling. Oh my goodness, we got like an isopod colony kind of just chilling there too. Oh my god. Look at how beautiful this tarantula is. Now this is what I mean, like at nighttime they usually come out, and that's the amazing part of it. Like, look at that. Like, we just got like some tarantulas just chilling there. Like, damn man, I feel like a spy just spying on people. Of course we got the crazy tokay gecko just looking at us like, hey man, you're shining that bright ass light. You're shining that bright light on my eyes, man. That right there's a tokay gecko that I'm pet sitting. Oh my goodness, man. Such amazing creatures. Oh my goodness. I see movement. Oh no. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Oh snap, it's my Savannah monitor. Okay, so this right here is my Savannah monitor. As you can see, he was sleeping and now he's like, yo, you talking about me? Huh? You wanna fight, man? Yeah, I'm gonna come out here and check it out, man. I'm gonna check it out. Yo, who is talking? The Savannah monitor is not having it. He was sleeping a second ago and now he's all awake, like exploring the enclosure. That's what I mean. These guys are super intelligent. Like, I just had to speak, shine the light, and he's like, yo, is it morning? Is there food? Now, this is someone you haven't seen in a while. We have basically my blue tongue skink just basically sleeping right here. Super cute, super tamed. We also have my Uromastic. We got the back of him. Like, this right here is the butt of my Uromastic. We're also just chilling there as well, having a nighttime sleep, which is always amazing to see these guys basically go to sleep, because I know that in the morning when I basically wake them up, they're gonna be ready to eat. So I'm not gonna be messing around with these guys because they are sleeping. But that right there is my Uromastic and blue tongue skink. Well guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of basically what I sort of do
at nighttime for my reptiles. You know, usually around this time as well, I'll prepare, you know, some salads for my reptiles. But right now, most of my salads are already prepared, so I'm really good to go. But tomorrow, I'm actually gonna start, you know, doing a basically feeding video for my reptiles. So I'm gonna basically feed mostly all of them. So stay posted for that future video that I'll be posting on this YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit that post notification bell button, that way you guys get notified, and also like the video if you guys like the video. I'm Lord Elion, keep the blood pumping, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
You gotta hit that notification, hit that notification, hit that notification button, baby. You gotta hit that notification.